Business Mastery course with Juan, Andre, and Justin. In a fast-paced tech world, they never lost the human touch. They were always very well prepared, full of warmth, positivity, and shared tons of practical insights. Their energy kept us all engaged and created a real sense of community. Overall, a fantastic experience which I highly recommend to those interested in the world of AI mastery. Thank you guys for an incredible journey.
I just wanted to say, I don't think you truly understand the impact that this course has had. You know, my son actually just left the room, but he's been in and out of the room. My older son, so my 12-year-old and my 18-year-old, and they absolutely love learning about these kind of things, and it's opened up a whole new dimension to them at that age. So I'm an environmental scientist. And the ideas that we've been getting now with, of course, going through this training, there are things that are going to completely revolutionize our field. In fact, you know, I won an award last year with the work that I've done on AI in the EIA field. And it's all thanks to you guys as well for empowering us with that knowledge. And I also run my own course on how AI can be integrated into the EIA field. Of course, that just scratched the first surface. And what we're doing right now is with the bots, and we also going to drone technology. But the thing with the training, even our professional body says that there is urgent needs for capacity building in the field. So we're trying to bridge that gap, and anything that can help us to automate it, it's all systems go. And that's all I want to say. Thank you so much to your team and to everyone that's been part of this group. I promise you've been such an inspiration to all of us. One, I will love listening to you, and I promise you, my son's favorite. Every time he comes on, is one on. But thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
What a magnificent couple of months for me personally. My name is Hein de Wit, a veteran of 40 years in banking. You name it, I did it. All in the financial sphere, sales. Each and every one of you here this evening would know just how difficult it is in today's environment to go out there and generate work, generate an income. And all the thousands and thousands of adverts on TikTok and Facebook, and everybody running at you on LinkedIn and talking to you and trying to sell you stuff, and you are just thinking, what on earth do I have to go do a 3-year degree again? And you're looking at this stuff and you're going, am I ever going to get to know this? Am I going to know what is AI? Is AI like a glorified Google? What do I use AI for? ChatGPT. Well, one fatal morning, after going through a couple of interviews and not being successful and really feeling like I'm now 80 years old, I came across this little TikTok advert that spoke directly to my type of field that I enjoy. Entrepreneurship, how to create, how to do business. And with it came a promise, and I'll mention that promise in a moment. And so I came on to, like, you're here this evening, and what a mind-blowing experience. Here's the promise, because the guys at they are so passionate about you as an individual, and they give you that personal attention. So everything that you think is mystical is now opened up to you, and you suddenly find that you can create a bot, an agent, somebody who works for you, and you can actually create its personality, its productivity, and you actually funnel that through a funnel. And you can have various types of small businesses, ideas, you can promote your own business, and all of it really, really through a nice type of platform that you can utilize. And so for me, I have learned a ton. All of the thousands and thousands of things that programs promise you, I was really overpowered at some stage about all the apps, but it puts it into one package for you. They are personal, and I must really thank Jean, because I tell you, Jean, like I said to you the other evening when we finished off the sprint training, and what fantastic training. My life has just began again. And my wife says, no more bot. I think you're a 20-year-old again. So folks, enjoy it. Take advantage of it. And your life begins tonight.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this morning's training of AI Mastery and the Business AI Workshop. It is amazing to have all of you guys online with us. And I see some of you have already, showcased and told us where you are tuning in from. Those tuning in on the live Zoom room, please let us know where you are from. It's great to see. We've got Krugersdorp in the house, Kempton Park, Phalaborwa, and we've even got Namibia in the house as well. Hey, and Kailami, the need for speed people. So, and those that are watching on the other live streaming channels, please let us know in the chat as well where you are. I see a couple more of Lady Smith and Ron Fontaine in there. My name is Andre van Billo, and I'm part of the directorship of the AI Mastery system, and also the business that we train and we build agentic functionalities and marketing tools and everything for many hundreds of entrepreneurs out there, and this is why you are here, and this is why we are doing it, to really empower South African international entrepreneurs, small business owners, and bigger corporates to really work and understand AI, what it is really all about and what you can achieve with it. So I want to ask you guys a couple of questions this morning to just see where you are at currently within your AI space, and what you've dabbled in. But first of all, I would like to ask you, what if I told you that just by using the correct and the right AI tools, you can literally put yourself and your business ahead of 85% of businesses out there? And if that is something that you would really want to see today, please type out yes in the comments so that I can see that the comment section and everybody is live and well. If you're tuning in from the live Zoom room, the VIP room, or if you are tuning in from the live stream, please type out yes in the comments. I would really like it. So I've got Craig, Henry, yep, a lot of people there. Yes. I like it. So let's get on with this. So pop quiz. Luckily, no point scoring or anything. It's just to test where you are and just to sort of self-analyze yourself, in the world of AI. What percentage of businesses do you think have already implemented at least one AI functionality in their business? Is it A, about 25%, B, 50%, or C, 70% plus? So Chris, off the bat there, 70% plus. Businesses got an A there, 25%, 50%. Herbert, think is 70% plus. Andres, 50% plus, 25. So guys, you would actually be staggered to know, and this, bowled me when I did some research on this, close to 80% of businesses have already implemented at least one AI functionality. Now, this might be something like ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Grok, any of those things. And this study was already done in April this year by McKinsey. Of course, this is international. I think South Africa, we're a bit lower. We're probably around about the 50-60% of businesses really implementing AI, as we work with, predominantly South African and international companies, and we see the split. But, 78% businesses have already, went to explore AI in one functionality in their business. Next question. So with all that, implementation of AI out there, how many AI-powered apps do you think are already globally available? A, about 5,000, B, 50,000, or C, 500,000 plus? How many apps do you think are there? Virginia, C, 500,000 plus apps. It's a lot of apps. 50,000, Maritza, Andre, 500,000 plus apps. It's a lot of apps. That's really bad. So I see a bunch of different answers on this. So currently, we're about 50,000 plus apps. And I think, vast capabilities, over 500,000 applications and capabilities, yes, but 50,000 plus apps. And just to think of it, guys, when we started with this webinar a couple, months ago, probably almost a year ago now, just to think about it, and how we've been working with AI and seeing it progress and really, diving into it and throwing ourselves into the deep end. We started with around about 7,000. A couple of months later, it was 15,000. And now we're sitting with 50,000 plus apps. Just to think about the staggering amount of growth and exponential adoption in AI is amazing. To think, and that's 1,000 plus apps every month just coming out, and it's growing at an exponential rate, as I mentioned. Number 3. So how big do you think is the AI market projected to be in the next 5 years by 2030? Do you think A, about 150 billion, B, 500 billion, or C, over $1 trillion worth in the next 5 years? Where do you think this thing is going with AI? Taking over the world? Yeah, Virginia, C, over $1 trillion, Maritza, 500 billion plus, Andre, 500 billion plus. Chris, a lot of B's this morning. That's interesting to see. But it's actually closer to $2 trillion in the next 5 years. Let that sink in, people. That's a lot of money. $1.8 trillion estimated valuation in the next 5 years within the AI space. That is crazy. That is crazy, guys. That is an 820% increase in valuation from 2020. 10 years, 800%. That's something like Bitcoin. And that's what John will also mention, which I will introduce now. So last question, guys. Where do you find yourself? Do you think you are early to the game, early adopted AI, or do you feel late? Where do you find yourself currently in this game and space? Maritza, feeling a bit late. Harvard Stone, they're late. I feel very late, feeling late. So we get that a lot, guys. But I am going to be the bearer of great news this morning if you feel late to the game this morning, because you are still relatively early, a little bit early. And why do I say that? Why do you say that, Andre? Is because you invest time in yourself just by being on something like this, on this AI Mastery Workshop, investing in your education, your AI education, and understanding where those gaps are, then and implementing the correct tools into your business, which we will be practically showing you today. You can still be a market leader. That is if you take that leap and really get that competitive edge. That's where the difference will be made. So good news, guys. You are relatively still ahead of at least 30% of businesses out there, not just South Africa, worldwide, close to 30% businesses. That gives you the opportunity to lead and not just to follow the crowd. It gives you that competitive edge simply by understanding and implementing it and taking the leap of faith or something and implementing what we teach you today. And for the guys that have probably heard about it, know about AI, but have not implemented, that's where the first mover market really lies. And then obviously to get a piece of the pie of that over $1 trillion market share valuation in the next 5 years, that is what the difference will be made. So what are we going to teach you today? What will you get? You'll get some practical implementation. You will see that we are going to do a practical thing here and now in this workshop to see how you can use AI to enhance your business. We are going to share a special framework that we teach for our, specifically in this workshop, and we further take it to in our AI Mastery community and in our students, that we showcase how you can use it. And lastly, we will be showing you an integration system that is, partnered with AI that can be used for people in a beginner stage or in advanced to, utilize AI and take your business to the next level. The old myth, and it's really not an old myth, it's a vast reality that AI was only for tech giants because it costed millions and sometimes billions of dollars to implement it in your company. But now the new reality is it's the fastest way to really scale your business, but it is for those that act now to solidify the future and do not hesitate to be left behind. So I really want to implore you guys, please stay to the end, because we'll be sharing an exclusive PDF. We'll be sharing a special framework and also a practical to-do list, inside this webinar that you can take home, implement, and take, yourself, your AI knowledge to a new understanding and, a new creative intelligence framework that we will be sharing today. So I want to start off this training officially by introducing our first speaker of this morning. His name is Jean-Nel. He's a dear friend, a mentor, and also a best-selling author and an innovation and AI expert. He's a graduate of the Singularity University, where they are specializing in advanced education and emerging tech. He's also the DNA founder group of companies, which we'll learn about a bit later, and he will be your guide this morning. And his passion is to really help entrepreneurs harness the power of AI and take their businesses to the next level. So one last thing from my side, I want to show you this short video, and as soon as this video is done, John will take over directly, and then we will take this workshop on the way. But if you guys are ready, please type out ready, that I can see that you are alive and well and up for this, and then I will see you a bit later again.
How disruptive do you think AI is going to be?
How do I put this? It is the single greatest innovation of humanity ever. The only thing that comes close is probably the splitting of the atom. This is so big. Everything we've talked about is based on scarcity of knowledge. Why do lawyers get paid a lot? Scarcity of knowledge. So either scarcity of knowledge, scarcity of capital, those two things. What you've created is infinite knowledge. Right, knowledge is now worth zero. Not people that can't see it yet, but it's going to be worth zero. This is like water. What the hell does that mean? And it's something, a topic we'll come on to later, but this is happening really fast. It's going to break the entire economic model, for good and for bad. It's going to change our understanding of how society functions, what humans do. It's going to change our understanding of what humans are and will be. Because you can either have the choice, and society will take the two paths. You either merge with the machines, or you reject the machines.
Well, good morning to everyone. Welcome here to AI Mastery. Welcome this morning to this presentation this morning. And this morning we are going to open up a couple of things to you. And we are here to serve you and here to position you this morning within AI and where we are. So what's going to happen? My name is Jean-Nel. I'm going to take you on a journey right now. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take 10 minutes to open up a very important question for you. And that is the question of where. Where are we right now? And when I'm going to move that question to what does it mean? And that's where the shocking thing comes in. And what does it mean? You will see it in this analogy of this picture of a sailboat going to a rocket. And that's going to take about 15 or so minutes. And then I'm going to open up an interactive presentation. And everybody in the webinar is going to tell us exactly what must we create in real time. What do you want to expand? What business concept? What is there that we must do in real time? So this is no rehearsed. You throw it out and we do it. And we're going to show you the power of AI. But there's more to it than just AI, because it's not really AI. It is without a human. AI means nothing. AI needs a human that understands how to work with AI. And this is the new skill. This is the monetizable value for the future of those who can work with AI. So if you're ready, let's dive into this. Let me take you to this very important question of where. Now, number one is AI became available. Andre said it became available to everybody. It's not just big tech. But this is a new type of intelligence that entered the world at scale. Humans have always been the highest intelligence next to animal intelligence, which operates on intelligence but on instinct. And so we are governed as the highest form of intelligence. And now suddenly this intelligence appears on the stage. And humans are threatened by it because it comes with this fear response that you will be replaced by AI. You cannot, I want to assure you, you will not be replaced by AI, but you will be replaced by someone using AI. But now this intelligence is now available not just for corporates, but for solo entrepreneurs. It's available to every single person. I've been involved in AI since the first time, since 2016, and the study of AI and working with AI. AI has been around for a long time. It's been studying you in your Netflix. You have granted it permission to study your behavior. and based upon your behavior, do certain recommendations. It's been in YouTube, it's been in your devices, everywhere, but never that you can chat with it and that you can have a conversation with it. And so this intelligence model right now, people think it's a tool. They think AI is a tool. It's not a tool. It's a shift. It is a revolution because we have pivoted. COVID have accelerated the world with 5 years in technology. And we have pivoted into what we call the fourth industrial revolution. You can go check it out. We are in the midst of it. We're in the changing of it. And it's going to be very, very disruptive. When electricity was introduced, it disrupted everything and it gave birth to an industrial era of manufacturing and automation and factories and mass production. We are at exactly the same stage right now. History have repeated itself with its cycles, but a lot of people walk around with their head in the sand or some other place and or with their fingers in their ear, and then they think, I'll just go through it. This is going to be so disruptive. It's going to change everything. It's going to change the way we think, our economic models, our education models, and people just want to carry on with life. But you've got to be able to take a look at the horizon. And those who recognized when AI appeared and what happened, they took a massive advantage. And let me show you where. It happened on 30th November 2022. This day, everything changed. The disruption was introduced with AI, the single greatest invention next to the atom. ChatGPT came out. I remember the morning when it came out, I said to Andre, I said, this is it. All our models, everything in all our companies change immediately aligned for it. The reason for it is because AI, that release, the introduction to the masses, caused a seismic earthquake in the world of technological revolution. And what that earthquake has triggered, it triggered a tsunami effect. And the tsunami effect is, you hear there's an explosion. And now there were sirens going off, but the sirens that were going off are the first movers who saw the first wave, who could see that the digital ocean is pulling back, and that when there's a tsunami, people go stand and they take a look at, previously people thought, what's happening to the ocean? It's pulling back. And then it brings a wave. Now, the first movers, and Andre touched on it, the first movers went and they took that technology and they built over 50,000 apps in 3 years. That's 14,000 apps. Now, this is not just everybody. This is not Frikkie from Brakpan deciding to build an app. This is not that, friends. I'm talking about unicorn companies. I'm talking about startups that have been funded with millions of dollars. They build. Why do you think all those angel investors and everybody invest in this? Because they are building the building blocks, the Lego blocks that will become the structure and the order of a digital first world business. And so we were part of the first movers as well, immediately when we saw that. And the first movers produce something, it's called AI Confusion. When you open your phone right now and you take a look, you go AI this and Claude this and Llama this and Perplexity this and Chat this and Gemini this, and you wonder, what the hell does that mean? What does this mean? It sounds like, and then they talk about becoming super conscious and becoming self-aware. You better hope AI do not become self-aware. I don't think it's going to become self-aware very quickly, and because the problem is, if it does, here's the problem. Higher intelligence have always ruled over lower intelligence. Take a look at our human history, how higher intelligence have always exploited lower intelligence, made them slaves. It's always. And so do you think higher intelligence, if it do not have human or morals and values that's aligned with being human, do you think a cold piece of steel will care about the life of someone? No. It has no emotions. It's not human. It's not who we are. And so you will find when we talk about AI mastery, it's not artificial intelligence mastery. It is augmented intelligence mastery. And I'm going to show you, this is the model that we're going to show you, which is the future. And the future is more human than what you think. So the second wave triggered. And this is where businesses are right now. And Andre said, 30%, you are ahead of 30%. Yes, 30% of businesses who are doing it badly. You are ahead of those 30% businesses that have introduced it, but they're doing it badly. Because they introduce AI from the middle of the company. Frikkie from Brakpan is playing with Gemini or with chat, and he shows his co-workers what he can do, and that becomes the benchmark, and the standard is there, and it becomes that benchmark. Oh, we AI empowered. Who taught you? Oh no, Frikkie. Frikkie. If somebody's from Brakpan, I'm just joking. I'm from Benoni. I grew up in Benoni. My wife is from Brakpan. I like to yank that chain always about Brakpan. So the second wave, that is businesses right now. They are in the education wave. You educate yourself and you implement it. It's not about knowledge. It's about those who can apply knowledge right now. And AI gives you the tool for you to apply knowledge. It's those that can do that generate revenue, those that can do that apply themselves, that drive growth. So what's happening? There's a third wave, friends, and that third wave is the disruptive wave. That is landfall. This is going to happen. It's inevitable. And you have 18 to 24 months. On 18 months, you can go remember my words. Go check out, go take a look at what the futurists, Ray Kurzweil, Peter Diamandis, go listen to what the futurists are talking about. Go listen to the shows of Dario, CEO, and go listen to some good podcasts, and you will clearly hear that the humanoids are here, that the age of cold steel in your refrigerator talking to 6060 and ordering on your behalf is here. Now, it's wonderful to have a humanoid walking around in your home and cleaning it, but it's terrible when you lose your market share and your value as a human. And how do you produce revenue? You don't want to go on a government grant, do you? You don't want socialism or communism. I really surely hope I'm not speaking to somebody that wants, because if you think your government is going to look after you, you're absolutely living in a delusional world. Just to take a look at the record of governments. And so human value is under threat, and people feel it, and then there's a resistance. I resist. We can resist as much as we want to. It's here, and it's our, as humans, responsibility is how do we implement it and how do we use it. Now, it's gonna either you're gonna be evolving, you're gonna upgrade yourself so that you are the person using AI and become valuable in the future or become irrelevant. Now, that to me is not an option if you are somebody with just half of a brain, because you have value, you have potential, and that potential needs to be expressed as a human. And so it is crucial. But here's the thing, and I'm here not to give you fear. I'm here to take away your fear. But you can't go through this disruptive era in human history, and you can't go through it with an old 1995 type of brain. And here's the problem. Our brain is broken right now because it belongs to the third industrial revolution, and we don't understand what it means. So the big question is, will you be replaced or will you be reinvented? That was where we are. So we are in the second wave. We're right now in the second wave. That's where we are. Now, what does this mean for business and for you? Let me open up something for you that you see this picture and you go, oh my goodness, this is exactly what it is. And once you see this, you can't unsee that. What you see here is three different models. You see a sail ship, a Boeing, and a rocket. Now, this is an evolution of technology, what you see here. We used to go with sail ships, sail over the oceans, went to different countries, explored the world from the 1600s. Then the power of flight was invented in the beginning of the 1900s by the Wright brothers, and then eventually we launched rockets. That is an exponential increase in 100 years in technology, that it started linear and then it turns exponential. Now the technological change right now is no longer linear, it is exponential. If I take my phone, I don't even know where my phone is. I lost it somewhere in the office. But anyway, my phone is a S25. It's a Samsung S25. But 15 years ago, the S1 came out, S2, S3. And technological changes were linear, S4, S5. And it's a linear model. And it took 25 years to get to this amazing phone. If you're an iPhone person, you're going to tell me it's a lot of rubbish. So the same with iPhone 1, 2, 3, and now we are at iPhone, I think 15 or 17 or something like that. But it's a linear progression. And the difference between linear and exponential is the following. Linear is 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. That's linear progression. The change right now is exponential. 1 plus 1 is 2, then it multiplies. 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, 16 becomes 32, 64, 128. And AI gives you the ability, if you know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing with AI, you enter at 2, and AI will give you 2 back. And you go, this is amazing. But you can enter at 60, and it will give you 60 back. And this is the difference with the skill of a human of working with AI and understanding, because the rules have changed. It's a total different mindset, and we're going to demonstrate that mindset to you, and we're going to show you in real time, what does it mean? What does this mean for the future? So the thing is, most businesses are stuck, sailing while others are rocketing. There are businesses, your competition right now is introducing AI, and they're doing it deceptively. Some of them introduces it through frikkie for a rikkie, teaching people AI. Others are introducing it, and they headship, or the company is saying, we need to introduce it from the top down, according to change the business. Because a business that aligns with AI for the future will be the disruptors. 5 people with AI can disrupt a company of 50. This is what's going to happen. You're going to see businesses doing this. Business is going to be wiped out, and new businesses, new jobs are going to be born. Yes, there's going to be a lot of jobs going to be displaced. But humans will never be displaced, because you know why? Because we have to clean up after AI. AI is wonderful, but AI has one phenomenal trait. It can lie. It can lie. And it's so convincing. It hallucinates, and it takes you, and you think it's giving you a north, and you go, oh, we're going north, and it's just going 2 degrees off north. And it's so convincing that you will believe we are heading north. And when you're 200 kilometers down the line, you've actually veered off path. And therefore, human cleanup, human validation of what AI and working with AI is going to make you valuable in the future. Because AI will become the assistant, but the human must govern. And so there's a total new thinking. And I'm going to show you the model. That's part of the model that we're going to give you. And we're going to demonstrate it. Then we're going to give you the formula and the algorithm so that you can introduce it in your company. All right. So yeah, you don't want to be a sail ship. You don't want to be a sail ship captain of the best yacht in the world. And you're in trouble. And suddenly you have to climb on a Boeing and say, let's take off. You're going to sit there on the runway. You're going to fail to launch. And the people's going to go, but what now? You must lead us. What about climbing a rocket? It is a shift of mindset. So that mindset affects the following. Your business is built with structure, order, and flow. Physical office space, people, infrastructure, systems, Wi-Fi, flow, process flows, and it creates a flow. That flow is money, it's revenue. In the new digital first world, you've got to have digital structure. You've got to have digital order and digital flow. What does that mean? It means a garden service company that has this will have automated booking system, automated WhatsApp, automated server after they were finished for feedback. And you respond by WhatsApp. A chatbot takes the survey and the feedback, screens it, filters it, answers the client automatically. And if there's a problem, escalate it, and only filter the high urgency important stuff to a human. It automatically sends to the driver, this is the next person. If somebody's invoices are not up to date, it sends it out. AI. How many people do you need to run that effectively? And so that person doing it can scale his garden service and go nationwide with a digital model, the same as Uber. The same as Uber suddenly went nationwide, worldwide, and they dematerialized an industry. You can dematerialize your industry. So this is where we're going. And if you don't take conscious effort, and that conscious effort means it's effort from your side, because you're going to learn a whole new brain pattern, a whole new way of thinking. Because the old intelligence model is dead. It's based upon scarcity. And scarcity is you can't apply old broken thinking to new technology. And because it's based upon scarcity, I do not understand exponential thinking and its guaranteed frustration. So there's a whole new thinking model that you have to learn. And the problem with scarcity thinking causes you to go into a fear-driven survival mode. And this is where humanity is right now. I'm fearful because my job is going to be taken. I'm fearful, so I've got resistance. You can resist as much as you want. Somebody is coming for your lunch money. And that is a human that are upskilling themselves and introducing it in their company. And they're coming for the lunch money. So you have to switch your thinking. Now, what I want to show you this morning, we're going to show you that human intelligence is still supreme, but it's a new upgraded human intelligence because our education system is so broken. It is so broken because we have taught everybody to regurgitate, not collaborate. You sit alone and you remember all the facts. So we breed all this insecurity while we're growing up because Johnny get 80 and I get 60, but I'm not gifted to do freaking science. But Johnny is. Now they measure me against Johnny. Oh, so my self-esteem and value goes down because I'm not a good regurgitator like Frikkie from Brockman doing history. That can regurgitate is part of his gifting. And so our whole education system was based upon scarcity, the scarcity of knowledge that Johnny could retain, and you must be able to become that expert and do 10,000 hours. Now we have shifted to a whole different world of thinking, a collaborative thinking. Creative thinking is now the new monetizable skill. Previously, it was logical thinking. Logical thinking is left brain, creative is right brain. That's the framework. So if you can use AI effectively with human intelligence, you can add 45 IQ points, 45 to your IQ. Just go check the IQ of average South Africa at the moment. You'll be shocked. You can go Google it and go see what's the average IQ. Between 50 and 75 is called a moron. That's a classification. So we have a moronic, and it's between there. The highest in the world is Japan, 112 average. So, and it's not the people. I think it's probably leadership's IQ. But the people on the ground is phenomenal. We are World Cup winners. People who want to work together, create value, and build a beautiful country. So here's the intelligence that I'm going to show you right now. This is augmented intelligence, AI mastery. And what I'm showing you this morning, I'm going to show you how to master computational intelligence, which is what we call AI. But AI mastery, AI is augmented intelligence. And this is the most important thing that you can have in the future. Intelligence is now a fusion. It's a fusion between biological, your human intelligence, which is creative in nature, and computational, which is logic. And now what has happened is with their human brains, all the clever programmers that are highly gifted in logic and mathematics and facts and words, they were so clever. They created this invention through all the years, and they celebrated this. We created this amazing invention, and they created the thing that replaces them. Why? Because I'm programming at the moment. I'm not a programmer. Zero. But I create apps. I program apps, and I use augmented intelligence. There's a brand new intelligence that is needed, and that is the unlocking that a human must be developed in his right brain, because that's what's making you human. AI can't replace. AI can't think like a human. AI do not understand emotional intelligence. It can tell you about emotional intelligence. It can tell you about creativity, but AI can't create anything. Just connect two bots with one another and see what nonsense they talk about. But these are all human intelligence. That HI is human intelligence. Human need to validate. Humans will validate if something is real or not. Does it make sense for humans? Sense making. Does it make sense? Will humans buy this? Because AI can take you and create things that won't even make sense for humans. And it will lie so convincingly that you think, oh, wow, people need, night cream to go lie on the roof and tan in the moonlight, because AI will create a product for you like that. And you can go mix it with whatever, and it will be so convincing that you think people want to go tan in the moonlight and become, I don't know, frosted. And you can try and sell it. It won't make sense. So where are we? We are with augmented intelligence. So I'm gonna open up a presentation, and you are gonna be asked questions. And that questions, when you type it on your phone, on your computer, it's gonna appear on the presentation. We're gonna do three things. You're gonna rate your company, and yourself, your skills, and you're gonna see the collective skills of everybody in real time. Then you're gonna see what the stats is according to everybody that's in the webinar. Now we see this in every webinar. The stats don't lie; it stays the same. The second thing is we're gonna ask you, how do you do it in business? What do you want to do in business with it, with AI? And then we're gonna ask you, give us a concept, and you're gonna say, we want to do gear manufacturing in Guatemala, and we want to have a business, and show us how to use that. And you're going to give us concepts, and we're going to create it in AI in real time for the rest of that webinar, and show you how we create it, and show you what's the possibility. Normally when we do this, people say their mind is blown. Then I go, we're just scratching the surface what we're showing you. But that's the reality of what you need to know. You have 18 to 24 months to get order, structure. So if I say structure, order, SOPs, AI, get everything in SOPs for AI to take over repetitive stuff, so that humans can be more human. The future is more human than you think, because negotiation, people management, emotional intelligence, working with humans, that's where the future lies for us. So I'm excited about the future. I'm very excited, and I'm here to take away your fear. So let's share. Let me just stop this, friends, and I want to share the presentation. It's called a Mentimeter, and a Menti is an interactive presentation that you can just share. If I share wrong screens, Andre, just give me a heads up, because I'm a master at sharing the wrong screen sometimes. Okay, seems like I've got the right one. All right, friends, so what you do right now is you go to menti.com, and you type in 39059174, 39059174 on your phone, or scan the QR code and then enter into this live interactive presentation. Once you are inside, just press the thumbs up right here in the corner there, probably there, but where I'm right there. I see all the thumbs up, people coming into the online presentation one after the other. And as soon as you get into here, what we'll do is we'll move to the first question. And the first question is so that you can see how effectively are companies and yourself right now using AI. All right, so everybody's still getting in. I don't want to at least give a few seconds. There's 53 people need to get in. Thanks, Don Wimia. I see that thumbs up. All right, great. I'm going to move on to the next slide as people are getting into the presentation. All right, so next is you need to write down. Now you're going to see. I found my phone. Sorry, the phone just rang quickly. You are going to rate yourself, friends, on a scale of 1 to 10. How well is your business? If you're a solo entrepreneur and you're a one-man show, then you are the business. If you're a business manager of a department or a small, medium business, you're going to rate how well your business is currently using AI to increase revenue, increase the efficiency of the business. Things are running smooth. It's systems, it's order, it's structure. That makes you efficient. Your SOPs. Customer satisfaction is your journeys. How do you have a customer journey? Customers get automated messaging, and you're using AI for customer satisfaction. Speed of innovation. And then lastly, how are you using it for growth? All right. and off we go to the races. Now we see on a consistent basis, when we do this, friends, we see the same bandwidth. We see exactly the same bandwidth, that it's always within a certain range that it happens. So as people are voting, let me start interpreting the stats while you are busy voting, because these stats are always exactly the same. They are exactly the same. But the power is always in the finer nuances. Because stats, I had stats on in university, and I don't want to say what did I get for stats, because it looked very much like this. It's quite a tough subject. But this is rated out of 10. So this, if you turn this into percentages, revenue is at 20%, is at 20%. But look at the finer details here. There's one person that's already at 50%. They're already receiving breakthrough in revenue, and they're increasing with 50%. Now, I'm talking, if you do a 50%, if you do a 300,000 turnover a month, or say gross profit, and you have a 50% increase, you talk about 150,000 Rand increase. And so AI has that exponential ability. Look at the finer details here. Efficiency. There are people that have increased the efficiency of their business. You can't increase efficiency and it's not going to show up in growth. It's not going to show up in customer satisfaction. It's not going to show up in the innovation, and it's going to show up in growth. I bet you the same person here is the same person that I've rated here. Is the same person that I've rated here. And so those people there immediately understand, listen, here's something. I remember 2012, somebody invited me and said, listen, come join Bitcoin. I said, how much? $1,000. I said, let me come. And I listened to the presentation, but I was too thick. I was too, operating from a scarcity mindset, from fear of holding on to everything, and invest 1,000 Rand into it. 38 million Rand later. It is quite a decision I regret for the rest of my life. Because I sat there with my skeptical self and said, no, I know better. And now I wish I could go back and give myself a good flatty. Say, listen, friend, just listen to your future self. But it's exactly where we are right now for your business. You have 18 months to educate and implement in your business. And when you go away here today, may what we do today be the activation force for your business. May you remember our voice. And 18, 20 months from now, send us a mail and say, thank you. You activated something in us in that day. That's the range, friends. We always have the range between 1.8 and 3.7. It always stays within that range. So where are you? You are still early. You are part of the early movers. And those who introduce in their company, terrible at the moment. So next slide. Let's go the next one. How do you use AI right now to create value, to create value in terms of profit in your business? How are you using it so that you are driving revenue, creating value for your business? How are you using it? You can just type in there, and then if you're using it, I use it for HR, you use it for screening, you use it for marketing, you use it for social media, you use it for SOPs, you use it for engineering, you use it for analysis. Tell us how you are using it. Data analysis, marketability, penetration. All right, so understanding market penetration, and probably with avatars, marketing, social media, content, social media. So whatever becomes the highest here, we will take that. So if we sometimes get HR the highest here, we take HR, and then we do a whole thing of showing how to screen CVs and how to expedite the process of 2 days into a half an hour. Content, you don't. That don't should be the smallest one on this mind cloud here. Well, I hope if you don't, I hope after today that we could have ignited something in you to help you further. Creative HR analysis, research, marketability, SOPs, definitely SOPs, huge for the future. Huge. It is probably the most important thing that you can focus on for the future, for where we are going. So I have the big ones here. Let me choose them. So we are going to do something in marketing. We're going to do something with social media. It's got to be marketability. It's got to be like really, we're going to do something in designing because that's big. We're going to do something creative. We're going to do something in research. HR is big, so maybe HR, a product that can be marketed. Content, SOPs, analysis. So everybody agree that this is what we're going to do. We're going to do something in this spectrum here. Cool. All right, I'm going to shoot over to the next slide because we've got to start creating this. I'm getting freaked out because of the time, and then we got to start creating that. Now, not that one. Now you're going to tell us. So you're using it in that way in your company. Now give us a concept. You know, not tanning cream for moonlight in the moonlight on your roof at night to go frosty. Not that type of product. But anything else, courses, coaching, selling engineering gears to Saudi Arabians for the 2030 vision. Give us the concepts, online shop, artisan training. You have something there, whoever you are. That is the future, this future skill. In the 80s, all the artisans and technical people were seen as, you know, not part of the upper echelons of doctors and lawyers and advocates. And now the roles have changed because artisans are hugely the future. You have something there with artisan training. You can pursue that because plumbers are not going to be replaced by a bot. Let's see, selling. So selling is huge here. Training. All right, so it's busy growing. As it grows, we will choose what goes the biggest, what's becoming the biggest. Selling courses. So training, selling courses. We got artisan, training, selling courses, training, selling courses. Production, online shop, production courses, training, selling, coaching online. Wooden gifts, that's cool. That is cool. Freelance admin, coaching, e-commerce. So I've got to try and bring in as much as possible into that. So then we've got leadership training. I'm going to bring that in. Coaching, training, online courses, production, selling. I like this artisan training because it is coaching, skills development, counseling center. Definitely. Change management, lifestyle. So here's a lot of things. So unfortunately, I can't choose. I'm going to go for what's in the middle, what's the biggest here. And then, you know, artisan training. That's like a craftsman, if I'm right.
I see it's Maritza Gous. She says she does cutter and locksmith training. So she mentioned the artisan training.
She does what, Andre?
Cutter and locksmith training.
Oh, that is phenomenal. I think a cutter. So a cutter is somebody that cuts your keys.
Yes, she says keys.
Take that. So Marissa, let's take that. Let's show you. We're using Maritza Gous. I don't know Maritza Gous from a bar of soap. I don't know anybody here except Andre. Maybe there's somebody that by accident I might know. So we're going to do selling. We're going to do a course for a new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use augmented intelligence. Now, let me just, here's the problem. Andre, I just worry my microphone's not going to work. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. My microphone is not working. Okay. Give me a moment. Just give me a second. I just need to open up a word editor. Somewhere where I can use a microphone because my microphone in my browser is not working for some reason. And then I need a microphone in my browser because I'm going to prompt the computer to do it. What do you mean?
Otherwise, you should dictate on WhatsApp to one of your groups and then take it down there via your phone.
Just give me a second. For some reason, my browser microphone I've hijacked. Let me just go here. Give me a second. To voice typing. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. I've got a big problem now. Justin?
I think what you can do,
Can you,
John,
can you,
is open up your chat on your phone and then just refresh your chat on your side and then it will.
yeah, but it picks me up as Dutch, man.
Or check in your browser settings what the microphone inspection is. Check on the there, yeah. Yeah, just use that mark. So they choose your webcam. There you go.
That's fine.
Let's test this.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
So Alison, just
testing
explain
1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Achieve here is with what we found the best experience and to do a brain dump and to prompt your AI is literally to speak it. And what John is going to showcase is that you literally go and you speak the whole thing that you want to do, and then AI creates the prompt for you. So that's what John is trying to see. And what's happening is his microphone dictate. Yeah.
We've solved it. So what we're going to do is me and Justin is in the same office here. I'm just going to move to his computer because Justin's taking over for me. So there's Justin. I'll just move to his computer. I'll just do it on his computer. If you can just share a chat screen, and then I'll do it on his computer. So we are going to create that. Sorry, my browser took over my microphone. There's some setting that I've been backing in the last 2 days. There's a conflict within my browser, so I've got to fix that. Right.
Cool. So I'm here just on my computer. All right. So what we do is we have a chat open here at the top, and I'm going to use what we call the sound of this. Then I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this by speaking. Okay. So I'm going to give it a prompt, but I'm going to use what we call augmented thinking. I'm going to use this augmented mind.
John, just make sure that you
share. Am I sharing screen?
Not yet. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to mention. Just share your screen.
And you work on somebody else's computer. There we go.
And then there's your.
Yeah, got that one. My browser hijacked. Another microphone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a prompt. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an augmented mind, I'm not going to use AI. So I use creative thinking together now with computational thinking. And this is what we're talking about for the future. I'm going to give you meta. This is my most essential thoughts extracted. This is meaning, emotion, thought, and architecture. You will take all my meta and put it into tags. These tags will be, what is the problem? What is the emotional pain of the problem before the solution? What is the plan? What is the path? What is the emotions after? What is the promise? What is the pleasure of achieving this plan? Who is the provider? What is the provider offering? And what is the power that the person will gain who engages with the plan. Now, here's the meta. Here's the most essential thoughts of what I want to do. I am highly skilled as somebody who are a key maker and a cutter. A key maker and a cutter. And I am training people that is coming to the end of their life at the age of 62 and who are retiring for the perfect retirement job, to cut keys and to set up a mobile system where I will create an online system where people who need keys cut, keys for anything. It is a mobile solution. They drive around in their cars and open up cars and help people where keys have broken off in their homes. But here's the difference. I am going to train them through an online course. They will go through an online course. I will take them through an online course and a 2-day workshop. I will prime their mind with a 3-week online course in a community portal, and then they will come to a live training event. Afterwards, they will buy a franchise opportunity from me, and they will become key cutters and key makers, mobile. I will aim at the market of people between the ages of 58 and 65. They already have money and funds and retirement funds available, and they are thinking about a second job, about refiring, not retiring. So here's my meta. So what I want you to do is to take my meta, and you are going to create for me a prompt, a multi-layered master prompt, so that I can create a landing page for this business concept. So friends, what I've done is I've used augmented thinking and open up. It's not open up God. Drive around and it's not that. Unfortunately, the microphone here, but it gets 90%. It's because of my Brakpan accent. So what I did is, in just a normal chat, because I use augmented thinking, I've told it. So it says, okay, here's the problem. So it's taking everything that I'm doing it and putting it into the structure. But you've got to be able to augment your mind and force your mind into a new intelligence outside yourself. Now, it sounds strange what I'm doing, but what I'm doing right now is I use my human intelligence, and then I use computational intelligence, and I put it together, and together we are creating this. So here it takes everything, what I've just done. The path is they will, and I just thought of this. That's a problem. That's a pain that they have. People feel uncertain about their future, fear of becoming irrelevant. The plan, an easy to follow 3-week online training program, teaching people how to become professional mobile key makers and cutters. Step-by-step lessons. The path is enroll in the program, learn everything at your own pace. Then we're going to do a key cutting workshop for 3 days. I accredited them with the International Institute of Key Cutters of South Africa Mastery. They get the emotions after. The promise, that's the emotion. They will feel confident. So now, just based upon this, I can now ask, create me a prompt. So I'm going to ask, create a landing page prompt with the mind of Shaun Bosler. So, am I prompting? No, I don't create the prompt. So what is a prompt? A prompt is engineering. It's speaking engineering, creating, crafting from creativity and from this human intellect now combined with AI. So I don't write prompts. I use augmented intelligence. This is AI, well, computational intelligence and my creativity. And that might now, just by saying, you create the prompt for me. So it has now taken what I've given it, and now it's created a prompt. Now I can't write this prompt. If I started with this prompt and I said, I want you to write me a landing page for, I want to take old people and teach them how to make keys so they can make some nice money. I enter at 2 and AI will give me back 2. Then it's like Frikkie from Brakpan introducing it at the company. But what I did is I entered at 30 and then I got another 30 back. And so I create the prompt already at level 60. And just this prompt here, I can't write a prompt like that, but an augmented mind, a human mind that's trained and developed with new thinking, how to work with AI, can do that. And that's this new skill for the future. So all I do is I give it that prompt now. So while it's writing it's going to write now the landing page. Justin is going to take over. He's going to create this landing page. But before this, I need 20 names. 20 names for this business using NLP techniques that will strike into the mind, sorry, I typed terrible, of the avatar. So 20 business names. I need 20 business names. And it needs to strike into the mind of this avatar. So we are going to open up the company, the Locksmith Lifestyle. There we go. I like that a lot. Locksmith Lifestyle. So that's the name of Keypreneur. Oh, that's not bad either. Keypreneur. Okay. Mobile key. Freedom keys, the Locksmith Lifestyle. Let's go to Locksmith Lifestyle. But you're going to take the Locksmith Lifestyle. And so I'm going to say, create me a logo for Locksmith Lifestyle with a Fibonacci design and a key. So I'm going to ask it to create me a logo because I've already primed it at level 60 to 120. So my output already is way higher. And while it's busy there, I'm gonna ask it, write me a prompt for, say, 8 nurture emails. Now, 8 nurture emails to follow up everyone that downloads the course brochure, lead magnet. So I'm gonna ask it. So obviously when you want to come for this course, there will be a brochure telling you the business opportunity. You will invest this much. I will train you in keys. Maritza, I will send you my invoice afterwards for everything. Download the course magnet, the lead magnet. I get the email address, and then I put them on 8 email nurture campaign. And for conversion, like Russell Brunson would. So while it's busy creating the logo there, and we'll see what happens there. And then I take this over. I give this over to Justin. Justin also he's got Grammarly. You must get Quillbot. It fixes all the spelling mistakes at once. Oh, how's that for a logo, friends? That's absolutely amazing. That is amazing. The Locksmith Lifestyle. So what we're saying with this is we are now creating this lifestyle for you, and it's as unique as a key. It's got this whole life pattern of perfect design in it. So now I'm going to ask, write me a prompt for 8 emails that will be programmed into a system. Then I can say, give me 8 WhatsApps. So if you give me your 8 WhatsApps prompt for nurturing, and I'm going to ask it to create 8 WhatsApp prompts. So because I've primed it right. So here's a prompt for email. So there's the avatar, but it's because of using an augmented mind how to do this. See, it's writing the whole email structure. Now I've told it what it can do. That's the prompt for the WhatsApps. So now I'm just going to say, and then I'm going to hand over to Justin, write email 1 for human approval. All right, Justin, you will take over the social media. So there's email 1. If you downloaded the lead magnet, it says, first off, I thank you for downloading the Locksmith Lifestyle Program brochure. You've taken the first steps to what so many people dream about, but never act on, reclaiming freedom, purpose, and control of your time. Let me tell you a quick story. So yeah, it's dreaming up a lot of crap. It tells a fictional story about Peter. But obviously this is now for human screening. So this is a follow-up sequence of emails because this person has an emotional pain. At the age of 58, well, I can't retire, because my retirement fund, they promised me the world when this guy sat and I signed this annuity. They told me I'm going to be able to retire, and they realized I can't retire. This is the dilemma where we are. So you tap into that. They have money available. You charge for your franchise, 60,000 Rand, you train them, and you get some royalties. How's that for a business concept? Friends, so this is the power of AI. You can scale that key concept. This is one of the most amazing stuff that we've done right now. This is a highly profitable business that we are demonstrating here that can be monetized and franchised because it's a massive market. And I just thought of the idea, but you use augmented thinking. Now you can be trained in augmented thinking, because it's nothing to, you can go work with AI, but you can work terrible with AI, or you can become the most valuable person in the room, in your company, with a brand new thinking and using AI and think of a realm of abundance. So what I'm going to do is I'm sitting in front of Justin's computer. I'm going to move back to my computer. Andre's going to take over. He's going to show a short little video and what can be done. And then Justin is going to create this in real time. He's going to create the landing page. He's going to create the social media ad. He's going to create the advert. He's going to create that. And then he's going to have a bot phoning him and speaking to him, and you won't even know that it's a bot. So Justin, over to you, bud. Andre, over to you. Thank you, everyone. I will see you at the end of the webinar when I close it up for you.
Awesome. Yeah, that is just brilliant. And it's amazing to see, how quickly one can really take, something like this into just the next level, a simple concept, and, expand it to so many ideas. So what I want to give you guys, let's say a 2 to 3 minute break. But before that, I just want to showcase, what is possible in the world of video. As videos take a bit longer and AI is ever evolving and it's becoming quicker and quicker and quicker. We've generated a couple of videos before the webinar, but with something like this. So let's say, I'm sure all of you have seen these Yetis or gorillas or people, doing podcasts and something like that. So what we did is we created a white Yeti gorilla type vibe thing called Gary, and he's talking about getting hit by the second wave of disruption, and it's a literal wave, and someone with an AI mastery towel comes and just sues him, and then he goes and do some research. And it's the same thing that you can literally do with your brand, taking something that John has just generated and showcased how you can use it, and add that to an AI video generator where it does the voice, it does everything for you, and it gives you brand representation, an immediate way to get your brand out there in a unique and wonderful way. So I'm just going to show you this short video, and then one more after that. Here we go.
Business is booming. Absolutely fantastic. What the hell was that?
That was the second wave of disruption, bud.
Oh my God, dude, I almost died. I know, that was a big one.
The second wave of disruption? What the hell does that mean? And why the blue towel with AI mastery written on it? What the heck is this AI stuff anyway? Totally mind blown. Like, where have you been all my life? This will take my business to the next level. By the way, go check out these AI mastery guys. They are legit.
Yeah, so it's just to showcase, what you can do generate a couple of videos with AI and then utilize it. But let's say the weird and wonderful world of AI, isn't really your story. You would rather have yourself, out there create, but don't necessarily have the time to go and shoot all of this, or the expense that it takes, to hire a studio, get an editor with tools like HeyGen and 11 Labs and all these tools that we teach our students how to utilize it. You can literally go and clone yourself in a matter of minutes. And I'm not joking, a matter of minutes. I can't tell you the amount of avatars that Jean has created in the past 2 weeks with one of our avatars that would have taken us probably 20 to 30 plus hours of editing and shooting and so forth, all in less than 1 week. So what I created here is an avatar of myself where I speak in 3 or 4 different languages. Everything you see is AI. So me, myself, I gave it a couple of minutes of footage, my voice, my look and my feel, most of it, the background that you're seeing, and also the song. After this, it's going to be a 2.5 minute break that you guys can just run to the loo or, make a cup of coffee or something before Justin takes over for the last part of this session. Everything is generated by AI, and this is what you can literally do if you, implement some of these things and take it to the market, and you can run with it. So just after this video, Justin will take over. He's our golden boy. He's the man with a plan. He figures out stuff and creates from scratch beautiful and wonderful ideas, with AI, and you won't be disappointed. And so please stick around. And as we promised at the end of this, we will share a lot of stuff for all of our participants. And then obviously a special thing, in the last 15 minutes. So please don't go away. We'll see you in the next 3 minutes. Enjoy.
You've just experienced Juan's deep dive into the GEAR framework, so let's lock it in. GEAR stands for Generate, Enhance, Apply, and Refine. It's a simple but powerful model for mastering AI execution in the workplace. Let's gear this video. Want to hear it in French? Vous venez d'assister à l'exposé de Juan sur le cadre GEAR, alors ancrons-le bien. GEAR signifie générer, améliorer, appliquer et affiner. How about Zulu? Manje sengiyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu. Ngenxa yezimangaliso ze-AI, futhi sizokufundisa ukuthi ungakwenza kanjani lokhu AI master. Last but not least, some Chinese. 所以，如果你聪明的话，今天就采取行动，加入 AI Mastery 社区吧，不要等待，今天就订阅。Happy gearing, guys! It's time to master AI. Join the AI Mastery community today. Now enjoy the GEAR song created by AI. See you soon.
Tick tock, time to move. No more waiting, find your groove. Gears are turning, lights ignite. Wake up now, take that flight. Charge it up, no looking back. Future's calling, stay on track. No more limits, no more doubt. Glory it up and break right out. G for generate, set it in motion. E for enhance, find your devotion. A for apply, turn thought into play. R for refine, get sharper each day. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Step in the rhythm, pick up the pace. AI in action, moving in place. Scarcity's gone, abundance is near. Gear thinking's the way, crystal clear. G for generate, spark up the light. E for enhance, take it to high. O for apply, make it go far. R for refine, you're raising the bar. Gear it up, don't hesitate. Turn your thoughts to something great. Generate, enhance, apply, refine. Power up, it's time to shine. Left side, right side, moving in sync. Logic and vision make the link. Set it in motion, let it unfold. Mind and machine, breaking the mold. Gear it up, don't look away. Turn the wheel, unlock the way. Master the shift, step to the line. Gear
All right, welcome back, everybody. And you just get this camera adjusted here. And welcome to the second half of this, where we're going to be going further onto, as Jean has built out so far and done a great job at setting up the foundation for us. Now we're going to dive deeper and we're going to start going practical. We've come up with the ideas, and you might be thinking, Justin, John, this is great, coming up with these ideas and generating new ways of doing things, but now I need to really execute that as a business, you know, put stuff out there that people can engage with, sign up, contact me, you know, all of that type of stuff. And that is what we're going to do right now, where I'm going to show you how literally in the matter of the next 20 or so minutes, we could literally get all of this online in terms of a social media post or an ad, in terms of a website or a funnel page, and in terms of a sort of a social media comment automation. Now, what do I mean by that? I want to know that you are watching and active by answering this question for me. How many of you in the last week or maybe month or so have seen some form of an advert or a reel or a TikTok or something like that, where the influencer or the person has been saying, comment this keyword or something down below and I'll send you the free PDF, or I'll send you the coupon code, or unlock this bonus or something like that if you engage in the comments, or if you send them a direct message or something like that. Maritza says yes. Mandy, Annette, that's also, that's every single webinar. Everyone always says this because that is how much people do it. It's a very effective marketing strategy. And if you think those people sit and manually reply to every single one of those comments, I've got news for you. They don't. And I'm going to show you exactly how they set that up and they automate that process. But first things first, let's jump back onto screen share and let's get down and practical. And I'm going to jump over to where Jean was working on our ChatGPT, and this is where he was working on all the meta. This is the exact same stream that he was showing you before we went into the break, in terms of the emails we wrote and everything like that. And what I went and did is I asked it to please now write me the Facebook ad copy, in terms of saying, let's actually start with social media and then we'll work our way from there. Okay, so there it went and wrote me a really great Facebook ad text. And I've got that now. All right, so I'm going to keep that there. Then what I went and did while we were at the break, I just saved us some time in terms of image generation. And I went and prompted a chat, because I'm not a graphic designer, okay? And obviously because of social media, I need to have a nice sort of design or a video or something that's going to capture people's attention. So I don't know how to go and tell it, listen, I want this and layout and position with this font and typography and all the graphic design terminology, but I can use intelligence to speak to intelligence, and I can get AI to think like a graphic designer for me, okay? And I don't have to go hire a graphic designer, or I don't have to go and pay for expensive design software. I can now leverage these tools that's available to me. So what I went and did is I went and screenshotted 2 really cool designed ads that I really liked. Just in terms of, it's a great example to show you I want to replicate a design style. So you can see this is very eye-catching, very engaging, nice, modern and relevant, the way it uses imagery and text to capture your attention. So I screenshotted this and I told AI to please act as a professional designer and analyze these 2 images in terms of all the design principles, so that I can replicate that design style in future designs. Okay, so there it went and analyzed how it was set up, the layout and the composition, the typography and the use of fonts, color and mood, etc., 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 until it understood now obviously how that design works. Okay, so then what I went and did, as you learned previously with Jean, is I then prompted it to go and create a draft template prompt for me that I can create the same look and feel of a social media design, but where I can put in my own headlines and my own description of what image I want to be incorporated into that ad. All right, so that I can just get the same output the whole time. And there it went and created a prompt template for me where it explains exactly how it needs to be designed, how the layout and the design style and everything needs to work. All I need to do is insert my headline that I want to be featured on the image, and I need to insert the subject image that I want to be put on there, and any other details as well. So I copied that template prompt, and if I jump down to the bottom, here you'll see that, yeah, I put in the headline should be reinvent your future, become a certified mobile key maker in just 3 weeks. And I said the visual should be a retired boomer opening the door to their new life as a mobile locksmith, looking incredibly excited and invigorated. And I said it should include a black handwritten text tag that says earn extra income, stay active, and live with purpose. And then I said it should have a social media handle at Locksmith Lifestyle, as if that would be our brand name. Okay, and then the rest of the template prompt, and that is the output that we got. And as you can see, that is really awesome. Like, if you just think of where image generation AI was literally just a couple of months ago, it wouldn't have nearly been able to do this, to get text so, you know, focused and well done and everything. And this was literally a matter of 1 or 2 minutes of work, not even the whole graphic design process and things like that. So really, really awesome that we could do that. So that you could still, if I have time at the end, I'll pop it in the chat for you. But there you've got the design done for you. All right, so that's our image done. Now, what I want to do, just to show you a little bit further of what you can do with AI, even though it might seem like a lot already in this webinar, I'm going to copy this Facebook ad that we did, right? And I'm going to say, why would I want something that's like 80% of the way there, where I could use AI for another minute longer and have something that is like 100% hyper-focused for my objective, right? So what you can do inside of ChatGPT is you can get your own GPTs. And I see my sidebar has gone a bit haywire here. Sorry. Let me just open this and go to Cody. So you can have these GPTs built in, and these can be either ones that you set up for yourself with your own prompting, or there's a whole vast library of them on the marketplace inside of ChatGPT under the GPTs button. And the reason for them is, instead of having to go prime a chat in the beginning, like, think like this, here's your guardrails, here's the rules, here's the business information, here's what you can and can't do. And every single time you have to now re-prompt ChatGPT to think like that, you can go set up a GPT, which already has all of that system prompting done on the inside of it. So you can just immediately start working with it. And this is an example of one of them. This is our copywriting bot called Cody. And this understands copywriting, writing ads, sales, language, website information, etc., so that it is effective, it engages an audience and converts them. And this is one of over 30 bots that we make available inside of our AI Mastery community as well, which you'll hear about at the end. So I'm going to paste the Facebook ad script in there, and I'm going to just give a prompt on top of this, and I want you to listen. I'm going to drop a little golden nugget in here for you for prompting AI as well to get great results in the future. I want you to please analyze the following Facebook ad for its ability to convert the target audience, to resonate emotionally and psychologically, to drive action and convey the right story narrative to the target audience. And I want you to score it out of 10. And based on your feedback on the scoring, I then want you to rewrite one final perfect copy of the Facebook ad, remove all the unnecessary labeling of sections like headline and primary text. Just give me the final written piece of copy. And I then also want you to adjust the final call to action at the end of the text to say, comment key 25 to receive 20% off the course. All right, so that is going to now start analyzing that for me. And one of those hacks that you can do with AI is once it gives you an output, you can tell it to think like someone, act like someone, use a certain methodology, and then score itself of the work it already gave you out of 10 or 100 or out of a certain metric that you want to use. And you can see here it will score emotion, only 7 out of 10. Psychological leverage, 6.5. Story and narrative, 6. Clarity and structure was good at an 8. But you can see the overall ad score now was 6.8 out of 10. All right. And then you can tell it, okay, now I want you just to go redo it and rewrite it, but this time it must score 10 out of 10 because it now understands where it failed and it can then go fix all those points to score 10 out of 10, right? So that's a nice little golden nugget for you. So yeah, you can see immediately we've got a much more concise and awesome ad. Still got more to give. Retirement isn't the end of your story. It's your chance to write the chapter you choose. Become a certified mobile keymaker in 3 weeks. No experience needed, just your curiosity and your spark. You're going to learn a practical skill, work from anywhere, get mentorship, start earning fast. It's the second act that lets you stay sharp, ready to unlock what's next. Use the code KEY25 to get 20% off when you sign up today. So you can see literally, it's nailed it. Short, concise, hooks you psychologically, emotionally, easy to read, hits all the major points of what we're trying to say. And that is a really awesome Facebook ad copy. All right, so now literally in that last 5 minutes, I've got a world-class level Facebook ad copy as well as an image. And now I can start executing this on my business system. And this brings us to this final part of this workshop, which is AI Mastery Team. This is great. I've generated these awesome AI things and prompts and tools, but now I still need to get it online on a system that people can engage with it. And that is where we come to the party, because we're not just about doing cool things with ChatGPT, but we actually implement all these things in real world scenarios as well. And the platform that we use to do that is called DNA Super Systems. And the reason for the word DNA, it's kind of like the DNA core building blocks of your business. Everything that you need to run your business online can be done from this platform, and it works all over the world, and it allows you to literally do every single function from one browser tab. So you can see anything from having my contact database, calendar, booking appointments that's connected automatically to my reminders and Google Calendar and everything, conversations via email and social media and WhatsApp and everything with my clients, dashboards, opportunity CRM pipelines, payment gateways and invoicing, automations, websites, membership courses, etc., etc. I don't have time to go through everything in this webinar, but you get the point. It's literally all in one capabilities. And I'm going to just start off for now in the marketing tab on the left hand side, which gives me access to my social media posting and planning tool. I could do email marketing from here. I could create affiliate dashboards and products for people to go sell the stuff for me if I wanted to. So much I can do. Now, what's really cool about the social media planner, if you think a tool like this just by itself will cost you like $50 or $60 a month on average to be able to do this. This is just one component already built into the system for you. And you can go and connect to your social media pages and accounts like your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc., etc. You just say connect social accounts and you log in with your details, and it syncs into the system. And that allows you to do two things. You can post to those channels. You can view your statistics and the demographics of the engagement on your posts. And you will also, if people comment and reply on your social media channels, those messages will come into the conversations of your system. So you can also reply to them from here without having to log into all those different platforms the whole time. And that is a massive time saver. So you can see here, I've got like a month scheduler for all my social media. So I can just say create a new post, and I'm going to say upload. And I'm going to say, let's go to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn all at the same time. Okay, and I'm going to upload my image that I've created. The media library works the same as any sort of, Google Drive or media folder system that you may have worked with before. I'm just quickly getting that image out of my downloads here, and I'm going to drag and drop that in. That is going to upload into my folder over here, and I'm going to select it. Okay, that's going to upload it, and I'm going to paste in my copy, and boom, just like that. Let's just change this to comment. Just like that, I've got the preview now loaded of my ad. That's how it's going to look like. And there is my copy. And I can even do some cool things like a follow-up comment. So what that does is it adds a little comment underneath the post already. If people go into the comments, I can choose if I wanted to go to the feed, or if I wanted as a reel, if I'm doing a video, or if I'm wanting to go to my story. And then I can either save it as a draft, I can post it immediately, I can schedule it to go at a proper date and time in the future, or I can send it for approval. I can even set it to recur over and over again at multiple intervals in the future, which is really awesome. I'll save that for later. And that handles my organic social media already. There is even a tool on the left-hand side called, I'll just wait for that to load, called Launch Ads, where that opens up an interface where you can sign in with your Facebook and your Google ad accounts, and then you can even schedule your paid advertising media from within the system as well if you want to. So that's how social media handled, and it's scheduled. All right, so that's that handled. Now, if I click on sites on the left-hand side, it's going to open up this section where I can do funnels, stores, webinars, websites, QR codes, my forms that people can fill in to contact me, surveys, chat widgets. I'll show you some of these now, but I'm going to say create a funnel, and I'm going to explain what it is in a second to you. But there are already over 1,000 templates with pre-designed web page setups here for you, so you don't have to start from scratch, or we can have some fun. And let's go to Funnel AI, and that's just where the AI will kind of already pre-set up a look and feel of a landing page for you. So we are going to call this business, what did we say it was? Was it the Locksmith Lifestyle? Sorry, I just want to get the social media handle here again. Yeah, Locksmith Lifestyles. Let's go. Right, and we're going to say industry. Locks. Let's do Locksmith. Okay, next. Business. I want to get more appointments, and I want it to be, let's go for humorous. Let's see. Okay, let's go generate. And that AI is going to kind of start setting that page up for us. While that's busy doing that, I can quickly just go back to Jean's chat stream over here, and I can say, please give me the hero section copy for the landing page. Okay, and that's going to generate that for me so long. And if you don't know what a funnel is compared to a website, if you registered for this very workshop, you came in via a funnel. So this landing page where you saw what our workshop was all about, and there was only one form on here that you could fill in, and that's to register for the workshop. You can see that it's completely separate to our entire AI Mastery website. It's just a page dedicated for this workshop. It's only one thing that you can do and register. So it's kind of like a very singular focused campaign landing page. And that is what a funnel is. And it was built on this very same system. So that's why I'm just using a funnel for this example. And that is going to now open up our web page builder. And I'll just literally take 2 minutes to show you what you could do, because we don't have time, obviously, to go and play around with all the details. But this is a awesome visual drag and drop builder that makes it super easy to edit your web pages, even if you don't understand a lot of web design. You can see here, I can just scroll down, and this page is already set up with like my Locksmith look and feel. It went a little bit to cameras, I'm not sure why, but we can just change those. But you can see here, I can just now start taking my copy I generated for the landing page. So unlock your second act, become a certified mobile key maker. So I could just go there now and start updating this text. Maybe I just want to change that font to something nice, and I can make it a bit smaller. Okay, and I can copy that. And sorry guys, phone is ringing in the office. And we can say download the brochure as if that's what we're using on the button, and like that. All right. Maybe I just wanted to change the background image to, a elderly gentleman with a key. Then I would just go and select that. Obviously, this is not going to be the right size now because I haven't styled it like that. But I mean, just that you get the idea. Okay. And then I could even then go to my mobile settings and check how it looks. Maybe I want that button to be center aligned on mobile. So I can just click on that over here, and that means on mobile it will look like that. On computers it will still look like that. And as you can see there, we've got our website starting to go. And this is super cool for you. If you go to add elements, you can have these pre-built sections where there's already layout done for you. There's not much extra that you have to do. Let's say you want something like this where you can introduce yourself. You can just drag and drop that in, and that will insert that whole section for you. And now you can just go update the information in here. Or maybe you even want to, let's go and add a row here, and we'll make it 1 column. And maybe you want to have a booking calendar available on your page. So you can just scroll down of your elements, and we could say add a calendar. And once I've set that up on the calendar section in Super Systems, I can just select the calendar I've built. And as you see, that will now display it inside my and that is then now a web page up and running and almost ready to go in a couple of minutes. People can book with me there. So you can save it and preview it or publish it once you've connected your domain, and you've got a super fast, user-friendly web page already on the go in these last couple of minutes. You can see that's already a previewed website look and feel, and it's looking nice. All right. So that's our web page, how we would set that up. And then lastly, as I promised, on our social media, we've obviously told people to comment key 25 to get the coupon code or something like that. So how we would do that is on the automation tab on the left-hand side. If I click there, that gives me the option to open up a screen like this, where I can create all of these different automation workflows. And a workflow is basically any sort of logical process from step A, B, C, D, E. If I can map that process out, I can build it in here, and it will then happen and take place for me 24/7, 365 without any further human intervention necessary. And that excites me a lot. Mandy, I see you raise your hand. We'll answer questions at the end, so just hang on that. But how this works is I can just choose any sort of trigger event inside the system. So anything like, I mean, there's just too many examples to talk about in one webinar, like your contact's birthday, or they received a certain tag, or they filled in a form, they clicked on a certain link, they booked an appointment with you, they started a lesson on your course, or whatever the case is. All of those sort of things can be a trigger event. The trigger event then causes the rest of the workflow to run, such as if I add an action, I can, add a tag to a contact, make a note, send an email, activate a conversation AI. I can add it to a Google Sheet. I can do a calculation. I can make a booking appointment link, whatever the case is. So as you see, you can literally anything that's available inside the system, you can bring into an automation. So how we would do it with our social media comment automation? Well, I would set my trigger to be something like somebody comments on my Facebook post. All right. Now, if I don't have a filter in here, it will trigger for every single time someone comments on my Facebook. And that's what I don't want, okay? Because someone can just comment something random and it's going to trigger this workflow all the time. So I can say, I want to add a filter, and it must be when it contains, someone's comment contains the phrase key 25. And if I save that now, this will only trigger if someone comments on my Facebook page with the word key 25 in their comment. Okay, so that's how those guys set it up on all of their channels. And once that triggers, I can then do multiple things. So like in this example, I can show you, you could add a tag onto that contact. So that just means in the contacts on my system, if I want to see everybody who ever commented on my page, I can just go say filter by the tag comment made, and I would see all those people. So I could do something like that. I can then say respond in Facebook Messenger. Okay, so think about this. The person's commented on the Facebook post. Now we're sending them a direct message on Facebook as they've commented. And we can say here, hi, contact name. That will take the person's first name and populate it in for us. So it personalizes it. Thanks for engaging with our post. Use the link below to get your coupon or whatever. And then I paste the link in and I save that. And there my Facebook message will reply to them and so forth. I could even be a little bit sneaky if I wanted to get more information from the person. Like if I said, yeah, send us your email address if you want us to send the coupon to your email address, and then we could add a wait step. We could check if the person replied with the email address, and if they did, we can then also send them a beautifully designed email template out of the system with all of the information they requested. So I don't want to take too much time to go into details, but just to give you an example, just like that, we have a social media comment automation set up. And this is actually, you know, I know it's in a webinar like this, it could already seem like a lot, but this is, you know, just a quick one. You could literally go and put a whole business on autopilot. I mean, if you look at this workflow over here, this is a client where they are literally updating projected revenue on their dashboards based on the different stages of a sales pipeline that people move through. And you can see how in depth this gets. Somebody asked earlier about building like a chatbot. You could use this system to build a chatbot as well. You could set it up with all of these different branches, like if you have predetermined answers you want to give people, or you could eliminate all of this and you could literally just build the add-on feature of a conversation AI agent that is an optional extra in the system, where you could have it connected either to your social media channels or a chatbot like this. And you can see if I'm on the webinar page like this and I ask, hi, when is the next webinar slot? Okay, this is not a pre-set up answer. This is literally the AI responding to me and thinking for itself. So there's busy typing. While it's doing that, Maritza, it's all dependent on your situation, what you put into it. But we are going to show you exactly how you can actually empower yourselves to do that at the end. But as you can see there, it responds to me the next webinar, 3rd of September, 11 a.m. So it was accurate with that purely AI-based response. So cool. All right, so that in terms of what I wanted to show you. In terms of the last just 2 minutes before I give back over to Jean, of why Super Systems is so cool, just so that you're aware, there's booking calendars. Your clients can book on calendars like this. You get a calendar overview like this for you and your team, where you can see all of the meetings that get booked. It syncs with your Google and your Microsoft calendars and everything. So your all your slots get booked out. It doesn't overlap. If you click on a meeting, it already sets up the Google Teams, the Microsoft Teams, or the Zoom links or whatever for you, sends everybody the reminders, so it eliminates all that admin for you. If you go to the contacts tab, you can open up one of your contacts and you'll see all of the fields and information they've filled out on the system before. You'll see the entire conversation history with this contact, every single email, SMS, WhatsApp, Facebook message, whatever that goes through the system. And you can then send out via SMS, WhatsApp, email manually over here. On the right-hand side, you'll see the entire journey this person's taken in terms of what they've done on your system. You can add tasks for yourself and for your team, and you can assign them with due dates. You can make notes related to the contact over here. You can make appointments. You can store documents and contracts. There's also a signing feature if you need that. You can see all of your e-commerce payments and stuff related to this contact. So as you can see, it's all built into one interface, which really is a massive time saver. Perhaps you want to use a sort of an opportunity pipeline process, either as a CRM, sales pipeline, a project management, pipeline, or whatever the case is. So you can set it up that your leads populate into something like this. You can then move them through the columns for your own tracking, and you can also set up automations. Like, if I drop that person in to set up appointments, I could then have one of those workflows send them an email with an appointment booking link or something like that based on that action. So much that you can do with that as well. For those of you who want to accept payments, either via invoices, online stores, products, subscription links, you can connect with your international payment gateways, as well as some options for South Africans like Paystack and Payfast. Then you can just connect your accounts, and that then integrates with your invoices, with your orders, with your products and things like that. And once again, all tracks with your CRM and inside of your system. I've shown you the automations. If you're using mailing tools like MailChimp and MailerLite and those sort of things, you can replace all those subscriptions as well, because this has got a full email marketing suite built in where you can where you can send out your email templates and everything and design them inside the system. There's already thousands of pre-designed email templates for you as well. And for those of you that want to do online courses and communities, you can build your own courses. You can see this is an example of the Super Systems training course that you get access to on the platform. There's a whole community portal discussion feed with leaderboards, event calendars, and sections where you can set up and host your online community. Very easy to set up. On the membership section of Super Systems, you can create your products and your offers and your community groups. And you just basically create your lesson structure. You say add a category, add a lesson, add an assessment, add a certificate, and you just upload your videos and your information. And you then have a working course portal that looks like this, which is super powerful. And as I said, there's a lot of add-ons, like you can connect your WhatsApp business API if you want to, your conversation AIs, and then of course there is a mobile app that you can log in with the same details, and that gives you access to all of your conversations, invoicing, CRM, calendar bookings, and everything while you're on the go as well. So a lot of information I know to take in, but that is just to give you an overview of why we love the system and why we have so many clients running on it as well. And as a last show off of AI, before we start bringing this in for a landing, I need to show you where we're going in the world of AI and how these AI tools actually plug into systems like DNA Super Systems to give you such amazing business power. So I'm going to just fill in this form over here as if I am a business busy filling in this form. Okay. And just as an example. All right. And I'm going to submit that. Now, this form is linked to our AI agent employee with her name is Claire. All right. And Claire's job is to, if I haven't booked a calendar appointment like this after filling in that form, her job is to phone me and get that appointment booked. And you're going to see that all of the information that she finds about me and that she has a conversation about me with is going to be populated here into the CRM. Now, how she is set up on a third-party calling service is she is going to now scrape my LinkedIn. She's going to look up our company website. She's busy looking at that information I submitted in the form, and she's busy writing a psychologically profiled sales script to be able to have a phone call conversation with me. She has a South African accent. It's going to sound like I'm having a live conversation on the phone now, and my phone will ring in a couple of seconds. I'll hold it close to the mic so that you can listen in. And it's completely not a recorded conversation. I'm going to ask her different questions to misdirect her and get dynamic responses. And then once I finish the call with her, Jean is going to take over and show you the golden nugget at the end. So here's the call. Let's do this. Hi, this is Justin speaking.
From AI Marketing. On our website. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, and you, Claire. Yeah, I saw you guys can help with AI services, and I want to build a sort of an AI support chatbot so that when people ask questions to my company, it can give them like very good responses based on our knowledge base. You guys can help with that, eh?
I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Justin. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Building an AI support chatbot can definitely streamline communication and enhance your team's efficiency. So from what I see, you're looking to create an AI chatbot that can provide valuable responses based on your knowledge base. That must be a real headache, huh? We've helped businesses like yours set up efficient AI solutions. So I totally
Claire, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there because I want to ask you, can you add on to your answer for me here? When that AI generates responses, can it then also like write scripts for my social media channel, like posts and videos, and then kind of it all just becomes part of that seamless automation?
Not only provide responses to internal queries, but can also be integrated with your social media channel to generate engaged content. This includes crafting posts and even scripts for videos, all as part of a seamless automation process. With the right setup, you can streamline various aspects of your communication.
Claire, I must say, you are talking my language. This is music to my ears. Is there any chance you would perhaps be available that you and I go hang out on Friday nights and we can talk about this AI stuff a bit more?
That, Justin. Sounds like you're really excited about it, and I'd love to help you explore this further with the AI mastery. How about we set up a discovery call instead? It'll be a casual chat to discuss your ideas and how we can help. What day and time works best for you?
Claire, fine. How about tomorrow I've got a slot at 10:30 in the morning. Is that fine?
Justin, I'll schedule your call for tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. You'll receive a confirmation email and calendar meeting invitation shortly. You're chatting with me today, and I'm looking forward to our conversation tomorrow. Have a great day.
Thanks, Claire. All right, John Maritza, as you say, the AI is still not responding. Tinder might be better. But as you can see, real life conversation, answering my questions dynamically, and that is where we're going in the world of AI. And all these tools are available at your disposal, and it's all about learning how to use them. You can give someone who's never had an opportunity all of the right tools and all the right software, but if you don't learn how to use them effectively, it means nothing. And so therefore, if you've liked how we've used AI in this webinar and you tell yourself, I need to spend the next couple of months sharpening my skills so I can be at the forefront of this AI revolution, and I need to learn how to use platforms like Super Systems as well to set up my entire business operation and things, then Jean is going to literally take 5 minutes to show you exactly how you can access all of that and activate that in your life. And then we'll answer questions at the end. Cheers, guys.
Awesome. Well done, Justin. Great stuff. Friends, that's what we've done now when we showed you with augmented intelligence mastery. And this is the future. The future is humans governing and steering direction of innovation and absolutely change the dynamics of business for the future. It's calling for creative minds, for people who want to re-engineer themselves, people making use of the biggest opportunity yet, because it is the future. It is guaranteed. So let me quickly just take you through and show you what we do and what's the value that we offer. Maybe you're an entrepreneur or business owner, small, medium business owner, and this morning you realize it's about structure, order, and flow. You need a digital first world business. If you do not have digital structure, digital order, and flow, you cannot create and generate in this new economy, this revolution that we are living in. And so we've just demonstrated surface level stuff and what you can do, but it's all applicable to your type of business and the creativity and the business model that you have. So we are at AI Mastery. It's augmented intelligence. It is to use AI at the highest level possible for humans. That is what we're all about. Now, what is AI Mastery? You're probably wondering, who's these three cats that are online and are showing us all this? AI Mastery is an online community-powered business accelerator. We accelerate business. That's what we do. People who engage with us, their business accelerate. We accelerate you from a sail ship to a Boeing to a rocket. And it is specifically for this third wave disruption that's happening within 18 to 24 months. So what is it? It's an AI first community. It's solo entrepreneurs, course creators, business owners, and they are all within a community, a training portal where there's weekly growth cycles. Every week there's growth cycles. There's live training. There's a portal with drip-fed training in it, but there's live coaching by expert coaches from us right through to coaches that train you in the different domains of AI. But beside that, to develop your human mind, to work with AI and become really creative with AI, to create with AI, to innovate, to create, to ideate, to pivot, to analyze with AI. How do you communicate with AI? How do you use all data and conversation? How do you analyze data? How do you just implement it right through your business? So that's what this community is all about. We train them, coach them, show them, share all the blueprints. And we're asking you, join our community. If you join, the following will happen. We'll give you access to the full DNA super system software that we've just demonstrated. It's already integrated. It's got full CRM, over 37 software that you don't need anymore. It's integrated with OpenAI. It has AI-driven funnels, AI-driven workflows, deploy and drag and drop. But besides that, it has all the functionalities, everything, already AI integrated. Now, most important is that every week we have training sessions in it. So for your company, you put your marketing team on it, you put whoever on it. Every week they are trained consistently, and it's live training. It's not recorded training. We sit in workshops like this and we train them. We implement. Okay, that's how you implement this automation. That's how you implement. And so you can turn your company around in the next 18 months. So we include this software. Now, if you're asking, what do you mean? It's step by step we train you. There's already included 300 plus business model templates that's deployable. If you're in a coaching business, it's a matter of click, deploy, put the funnel in, customize it for your business. We include over 30 AI bots. One of the bots that Justin just demonstrated is for copywriting. There's 30 bots already included. There's and that immediately you have access to those bots. There's over 30 automation templates. You want to do lead generation, you install the automation. Obviously, you've got to be able to play with Lego because we teach you how to use these blocks. But we teach you the augmented mind to work with artificial intelligence. It doesn't help. You want to work with AI, but your mind and reality is disconnected so far from understanding what it is. We bring you closer and we creating you the new skill. It's a new cognitive skill. And this is the problem there we have. I have interns that came to the company. The lecturers came here and they looked at us like they looked at us like a dog looking at a new bowl of food. It didn't know what it was seeing because they said, we realize we're training them in nonsense. They are not skilled for the real world. And they've done a 3-year degree right now. So what do? We replace over 37 software that we replace for you. If you have a CRM is minimum $99, the entry level one. We give you the top of the range DNA super system. What on a corporate level, we ask between 4,000 Rand from our clients up to 16,000 Rand a month. We give that everything, but it's only in the community. And it's only for small, medium businesses and solo entrepreneurs. We don't want corporates in this. We don't. Corporates take 9 months to move a box. They're not innovation. They are not innovative. If you need sales funnels, we replace CardDrop, ClickFunnels, MailChimp. Name your software that you have at the moment. If you got WordPress, I feel so sorry because it is SalesShip technology that is broken. You have to always update the plugins. But we replace all these technologies, over 37 software in that community. That's $1,500 a month that you will pay for all the software. 27 grand a month. Now, I would pay that gladly for good order structure and that produces flow. Because if you have all the software and you know how to put it together, and you'll generate 300,000 rand with it instead of 27. So the 27 is not the problem, but it works out to 324,000 rand per year. Now, if you're wondering, oh, is that what you're going to ask me? No, I'm not going to ask you that. No, this is what we replace. We replace it. So then we have weekly live coaching. Live coaching with coaches. I'm just going to go quickly through this because I see we are at 1 o'clock, and I want to, but we have, as I said, weekly live coaching. We take you through it. We have micro learning. We take you into a portal. You have a portal where everything is gamified. It's gamified. There's short little videos. There's already prompts. There's everything. You introduce it in your company. You train your staff on it. Your staff can be trained on it. Once they completed their certification as well, that they get through it. But it's an accelerator. Now, what do you mean by an accelerator? Every 3 months, we reboot the accelerator. John, why? Because for this one reason, the changes are so swift. You know, a university takes 3 years and they do the same degree and then they disconnect it with the real world. The changes are so quick that every 3 months we have to reboot the accelerator to align it with the newest. So you will always be up to date. You will always be trained in the newest, current. And so we climb the mountain of AI and we live at the top and come down and put a hand out and say, we're here to help you. We're here to, as guides. We come alongside as coaches in your company in a group format. And everybody in our community, there's hundreds in our community, they are syncing with one another, networking with one another. It's a business network as well. So just a quick recap, what you're getting. You're getting the full accelerator, community access, live coaching. You get the blueprint. You get access to the learning management system, the LMS. You get the bots, monthly tools, over 300 templates. You get full DNA super system. The subscription with all AI, it replaces over 37 software. That's what you are getting. And it is worth more than 400,000 rand per year. It's all inclusive, but it's only for people within the AI Mastery Accelerator. Accelerator is way more than a course. It's live coaching, taking you by the hand and walking with you. There's a special offer only available to those in this webinar right now. There's people that have already left. They came, they saw, and they'll sit with a regret later. Today, the value is more than 400,000 rand. What do we charge for an accelerator? We normally charge 21,500 rand for an accelerator to put your business into the accelerator. But today, for this special webinar offer, we're asking and we're offering you 12,497 rand per year. That is a little bit over 1,000 rand a month for an accelerator that includes the software. Now, just if you want to go subscribe for our software, our smallest package is 1,500 rand, and then you are not going to get what you're getting this. And so there are hundreds and hundreds of businesses running on our software. So if you later on decide you want to get our software, you are minimum going to pay for the entrance level package 1,500 rand, where we offer it right now with a special discount. We're going to knock it down even more. And this is only available in this webinar. And we only make 5 coupons available. So the price is 12,947. But Andre or Justin will copy a code in there and you'll get 35% off. 8,125 rand for everything. The training, the coaching, the software, and everything becoming part of that community. 8,125 rand per year. So that you can reposition your company in the next 18 months. Now, if that doesn't make business sense, nothing will. So, friends, the question is, will you position yourself or not? That's your choice. And there's people that have asked, can we do it monthly? We said, sorry, on a monthly, the best that we can do is at 975. And we don't normally do the monthly for the accelerators. We only do a once-off, and we give it per year subscription. And then we take you on the journey. Live training, it happens every week, every Thursday, every Friday. There's live training, live coaching, live implementation with the software, AI training. You get trained in AI as well. So we have a full AI training that is creating with AI, working with AI within the domain of innovation, the domain of connection, the domain to analyze, the domain to build agents, to build bots. Our students build their own apps after 3 months because it's done with an augmented mind. We teach them the power to create. How do you create with video, with text, with audio, with image? How do you create marketing funnels? How do you create sales funnels? How do you drive traffic for conversion? That is what we do. It's AI Mastery. That's it. I'm not going to try and convince you. It is a phenomenal offer. There's only 5 coupons available. And in every webinar, we only get 5 coupons available because, unfortunately, some people let it go until the next day. And then they phone us, we want the coupon code. I say, sorry, there's only 5. We can only allow 5 coupons per webinar. Otherwise, it won't make it one business sense for us. So the price is 12,000 Rand. 12,000, I don't have it in front of me. I can't remember. 12,000 and a couple of odd rands. 12,947 Rand. But there's only 5 coupons available. And if you put in the coupon code at the end, it's going to knock it down for you to 8125. So make use of that. We'll see you on the inside of AI Mastery. And Mandy, I definitely want to join, but can only do the monthly subscription. Mandy, that's why we created the monthly one for you. You can get rid of your WordPress. You can get rid of your MailChimp. You can get rid of the other subscription software that you have, because I guarantee you, we do not just replace it, but it's integrated with one another. In other words, everything works together with one another. So Mandy, we'll see you on the inside. I already see there's people already on the portal. And as I said, there's only 5 available. 5 coupons available. Right, Andre, over to you.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much, John. Justin, another brilliant webinar. I'm sure you guys are also,
already just a couple coming through.
See what one can do with AI.
If you still want, you need to jump. I just see everybody's already coming through.
Yeah, I see there's a couple of coming. Yeah, so Virginia and Manny, you will see that there is a monthly option on the link that Justin shared above. So you can just select the monthly option, and then on the second step of the checkout, you can enter the coupon code SEP. So SEP, all caps 25, SEP 25. And as John mentioned, there is only a limited space and also a limited time frame on that. So we've already had a couple of people join on the first section yesterday, and today as well, the opportunity. So don't miss it out. You will not get the same opportunity again. On that, please be sure to watch the onboarding video as soon as you are in it. I think we got most of the questions. Mandy, I know you had your hand raised a couple of times. I don't know if that was, if all your questions were answered. But welcome to ask it now that we can check it. I think we got all of the other questions during the chat, most that Justin and I did sort out. But on that, if you have any other questions, if you really want to, reach out to us, maybe you're a business that wanting to implement some agentic functionalities, there's our email address, support@aimastery.co.za, or feel free to contact us on the WhatsApp channel that you received communication from us. We also monitor that as a support channel as well. And you can do that. Yeah, so Mandy, welcome to unmute real quick. I did enable it.
See, Maritza is also Maritza, and there's a couple of people already. So if you want to take hold of it, it's people already. I think there's one coupon left. If you want to still get it in, otherwise, office. If you have a bigger build, we also provide agency services for companies that says we don't want to train, we need people to build it for us. We do big builds for agentic function and to build systems for your company. Yeah. And Andre will just copy a link in there that you can create a booking with us.
Yeah, shared that if you guys wanted to set. Okay, are you talking about the discovery link, John?
Yes.
Okay, let me just do
that. The discovery link. If you want to create a discovery session, we'll see you in a discovery session.
Yeah, great.
Virginia, we'll see you on the inside.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, and then I'm going to paste the link again for those that might have missed it, that Justin shared. So please be sure to admit. So Maritza, any last? I did give you the opportunity.
Welcome, Cornelia.
Mandy also gave you the ability to
sorry,
unmute.
Mandy. Yeah.
And Maritza, the key place. It looks like you can go countrywide. Welcome to AI Mastery.
Awesome, Greg. That's cool. We'll be on the lookout for you guys. Camilla, welcome, guys. Please be sure to watch the onboarding videos. And if something, if you don't receive, any important emails, just always be on the lookout for spam. It happens sometimes with new people coming in. So okay, great. I think we got all of them.
Herbert is asking. That's what I wanted to ask. Our website and social media platform are already set up. Will this be integrated to our system? Yes, we can integrate with other systems, but
yes, you can integrate or replace, depending.
Or replace. You're going to find out, oh my goodness, why do I pay double when I can just eliminate what's not working? You don't want separate, loose little stuff. Once you've got everything, you integrate, but once you have everything in one, it's a game changer.
It just helps you so much, yeah.
Maritza, you going worldwide. I love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Guys. Yeah, I think we won it. Yeah, so thanks again for attending this session of AI Mastery webinar workshop. We hope to see what you do in the future. And as John mentioned, let us know in that 24 months or so, what ideas sparked out of this. It's always good to get good feedback. Please go and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and all of the other channels. And if you would be so kind, you can even leave us a review on either our Facebook or Google channel. That always helps us a lot. Thank you very much, everybody.
I just want to answer Maritza if it's possible. Maritza says, maybe in a few months I will offer you market share. Marissa?
Great.
That's great, but we want to see you successful. We're an accelerator. And if we can accelerate you, that's part of our goal and what our journey is to accelerate. We're already accelerating, and we want people to join our journey of acceleration that we are experiencing. Yes. So wonderful to have you on board, and let's make keys.
Great. Have a good one, guys. Be blessed.
Yes. Bye-bye.